Sunday worship is the beast's counterfeit. Don't be fooled. The world is captivated by tradition. Thousands gather every Sunday, convinced they are honoring God. But what if I told you that Sunday worship is not just a harmless tradition? It's the beast's counterfeit. A deception so deep, so powerful, that it has swept across nations, blinding billions to the truth of God's holy command. The Sabbath command, God's true day of worship. From the beginning, God established the Sabbath. Genesis chapter 2:2-3 declares that on the seventh day, God rested, blessed it, and sanctified it. This was no ordinary day. It was a divine appointment set apart for eternity. In Exodus 28:11, God's command is clear. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Not Sunday, not the first day, the seventh day. But look around you. Churches are filled on Sunday. Families gather to worship. Sermons are preached, and hands are raised. Yet nowhere in Scripture did God command Sunday to replace his holy Sabbath. So where did it come from? The beast's counterfeit, a man-made tradition. History reveals the truth. In AD 321, Emperor Constantine, a devoted sun worshipper, merged paganism with Christianity, declaring Sunday, the venerable day of the sun, as a legal day of rest. It was a political move to unite his empire, not a divine command. The Catholic Church followed, claiming the authority to transfer the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. In their own words, Sunday is our mark of authority. The Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. But I ask you, who gave the Church authority to change God's law? Who gave man the right to rewrite what God engraved in stone? Revelation's warning, the mark of the beast. The book of Revelation is clear. It speaks of a beast that would think to change times and laws. Daniel 7:25. A power that would enforce a counterfeit worship, leading the world to follow its traditions over God's commandments. Revelation 13:16-17 warns of a mark that will be enforced globally, compelling the world to worship contrary to God's law. The mark is not a chip, it's not technology, it's allegiance. It's obedience to man's decree over God's command, and Sunday worship, enforced by law, will be the final test of loyalty. God's seal is his Sabbath, Ezekiel 20:12. But the beast's mark is the counterfeit, Sunday, a day rooted in tradition, not truth. Challenge to pastors, imams, priests, and non-believers. Pastors, you preach righteousness, yet uphold a man-made tradition. Imams, you claim reverence for the Torah, but trample over God's holy Sabbath. Priests, you declare the authority of the Church over Scripture, and non-believers, you mock the faith, yet never question why almost the entire Christian world follows a tradition birthed in politics, not in prophecy. Jesus said in Matthew 15:9, "But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." Sunday worship is a doctrine of men, a counterfeit created by the beast power. The final call, will you stand for truth or tradition? The warning is clear. Revelation 14:12 describes God's faithful. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Not 9 commandments, all 10. Not Sunday, the Sabbath. The choice is coming. The beast's counterfeit will be enforced. The question is, will you stand with God or follow the traditions of men? Will you honor the Sabbath of the Lord or bow to the counterfeit? Don't be fooled. The beast's deception is global, but God's truth is eternal. Choose wisely.